Hi, y'all. Easy Slider here. Overcoming jealousy in a relationship right now, part one. Oftentimes when you talk to somebody about women in the Philippines, the word jealousy pops up. It's not just a word you hear a little bit, you hear it pretty often. What is jealousy? Well, simply put, it's feeling threatened by someone because you perceive they have something you don't have. You compare yourself to them. You feel they have an edge over you. And when you do, you develop anger toward them or your partner for paying attention to them. Now, let me ask you a question. Can you name me one thing jealousy makes better in a relationship? I'd wait, but I'm afraid I'd be waiting a long time for that answer. Okay. Can you name anything that gets worse when jealousy's involved? Of course you can. So why do women embrace it like it's a chocolate candy bar? I don't know. Let's find out. You know, if you ask people, say, hey, do you enjoy being around someone that's jealous? And most people are going to tell you real quick, no. They put so much stress on everyone, and it makes their time together difficult. Nobody wants that. But I've got some good news for you. The good news is we're going to look at it, and we're going to look at a way to stop it right now. There are two basic forms of jealousy that we're going to be talking about, and both of them can damage or destroy a relationship. In this video, we're going to discuss the one that I think probably is the most common relationship, jealousy. However, the other one we discuss, it can be just as destructive. So you can't rule either one of them out. I want to take a second to remind you to subscribe. The small things like subscribing, it helps us so much. We need your help. We need your support. And in turn, we're willing to do what we can to help you and give back to you. It's a two-way street. I help you, you help me. So if you would, take a second, subscribe, and hang out with us a little bit, okay? All right. Please remember that jealousy problems can be corrected by most people. However, in certain cases, professional help is required. If you feel like your problem is totally out of control and you just can't do anything with it no matter what you do, then I'm going to encourage you to seek professional help. Because we want you to be able to have a relationship that's enjoyable. Now, most of the time your girlfriend will see a beautiful girl and she'll feel threatened. And she's going to be watching at you and looking at you to see if either of you say hello to each other. Well, sometimes that don't even matter. The mere sight of the girl might send her into a mental rage. You seen that before? I have. Right away, we can see there is absolutely nothing good that'll come of that. It might lead to a long, drawn-out argument over nothing. Nothing. Just something that she's perceiving in her head. But why is she like that? Well, honestly, probably because no one's ever pointed out to her a few simple facts. Remember, there's always going to be someone better than you in some areas and in some ways. Maybe they're going to look younger than you, or maybe they're going to have a good body, or maybe a higher paying job. But you know what? None of that matters. When she sees a girl, she bases everything usually on one thing. Can you guess what that one thing is? Probably it's going to be how beautiful the other girl is. You know, it's possible that she feels the girl is better looking than she is, and that you're going to be attracted to her. But let's back up and look at a few facts, okay? You know, as humans, we're made up of many things. Things like beauty and being smart or having a good body or having a great personality. Just a lot of things make us. We're not composed of only just one thing. Yet, as she looks at that girl, almost always she's going to focus on one thing. She overlooks the fact that she brings a wealth of things to the relationship, not just one thing. Another thing that she overlooks that her man is in love with her, and he's not looking for another woman. You know, if all is well in that relationship, he won't be interested in finding anybody else. He's not looking for anybody. So she's overlooking that. I can't count how many times I've heard a super beautiful Filipino say she's not good looking. For whatever reason they thought that, someone has planted that in their mind, and she believes it. Like I say, she might be super beautiful. So when she sees that other girl might not even be as pretty as she is, but she instantly gets angry because she perceives herself as not being that pretty. Wow. She forgets that she has an abundance of things to offer. Let me tell you about a girl in high school that was in a high school class of mine. She was a cheerleader, but she wasn't a typical one. She wasn't a beautiful girl. You know, most of the time you see the cheerleaders, they're the prettiest girl. Not this girl, she wasn't the prettiest. Now, don't get me wrong, she wasn't dirt ugly, but for sure she wasn't a girl that you were going to run to the first time you saw her and fall in love with. That wasn't going to happen. But she was different. All the boys in school wanted to date her. How in the world could that happen? Can you believe that? Yeah, it was true. She knew herself better than anybody else, and she knew her beauty would never win her a boyfriend. Yeah, but she never let that bother her. She just used what she had. Anytime that you spent around this girl, when it was over, you felt like you had just one of the best times of your life. It was so much fun. Your sides would always be hurting from laughing, and everybody always invited her to anything they were doing. And to say that she was the life of the party, hey, that was an understatement. You just had so much fun when you was around her. When she went on a date and she saw a beautiful girl, she never worried, because she brought all of her charm and wit to the date. You know, actually, I think she felt sorry for the beautiful girl, because she only brought one thing, her beauty. And guess what? She married the most handsome boy in our class. I'm not joking. That's the truth, okay? Okay. I hear you. You're thinking, but I bet it didn't last. Nope, you're wrong. They had several kids, and when you see them, you'd think that he just won the lottery. He was always happy and laughing. This is where the jealous girl gets it all wrong. She's quickly, for no reason, only going to focus on a beautiful girl and start worrying. The next time that happens, just remember, they bring one thing to the relationship. Yet your girl brings all the tools she needs to get the job done. Think about it a second. Would you rather spend your time with a beautiful woman that's always unhappy? She's always pushing you for more money. She's complaining about anything you do for her. It's just never good enough. Or would you rather be with a girl that makes you feel like you're a king, makes you happy, always glad to be with you? Well, the ones that chose the first girl, You're going to live to regret it because you'll always be unhappy. Consider this, okay? If it's all about beauty, why do so many movie stars get divorced? A little food for thought. Now, in recapping, the jealous girl needs to look at herself and know that she's the much more desirable girl because she's a total package. She's bringing it all to the relationship. She's not just a person with one or two traits, but she has an understanding of who she is, and she has an understanding of what he wants and what's going to make him happy. Just like our cheerleader. Remember, she wasn't beautiful, and she knew it, but she knew how to overcome that. She needs to look at what to bring to the relationship, and she needs to bring what is going to make things work for her, not for somebody else. She needs to realize jealousy is only going to destroy the relationship, and she needs to avoid it at all costs. If she focuses on the beauty within and she don't worry about the other stuff, she's going to find out pretty quick that her man, he's happy with her. Now, it boils down to insecurity. So just do this. Instead of spending your time thinking how your man probably wants that other girl, realize he already loves you, so spend your precious time making him happy. Trust him and be happy. Learn to control your mind, your thoughts. Don't worry if she winks at him and says hello. Remember, he already has a girl that makes him happy. All right? If you've been acting jealous, just stop. Stop it right now. And immediately focus on being the girl he really enjoys. You already are, but if you let jealousy take over, you'll push him away. Change your mind from her to him. Grab his hand. Tell him how much you enjoy being with him. Let him know you appreciate him. I'm going to tell you a secret. It's easier to keep your man or woman than you think. You just have to trust them and think about the two of you without her in the picture. After all, she's just walking by. You're staying, all right? Make the decision right now to control your mind, and you're going to see instantly how much better you feel. Now, in part 2, we're going to discuss another jealousy that does not even exist now. Wow, what is that? Okay, so let's just slide on over and expose it. Then we're going to destroy it. See you there.